Hello and welcome to BTE. My name is Walter Vasquez. I'm the Vice President for the Products Group. We are living in exceptional times these days, not only in the US but around the world. Many of our fellow citizens have been affected by the COVID-19 health crisis. With thousands of units in service and over 40 years since our founding, we're honored to play a role on the recovery of those whose health has been affected by this pandemic. As part of our commitment to better clinical outcomes and supporting your role as a rehabilitation professional, we incorporate evidence-based clinical principles into all of our systems, the ones that we make right here in this facility and that you have at your locations. Today, we're going to help you and your patients maximize the benefits of your BTE system. We're going to review physical therapy modalities that can significantly benefit respiratory patients during their hospital stays and post-discharge. Preliminary reports from New York City show that hospitalized COVID-19 patients, on average, are staying over 20 days in an inpatient basis, mostly confined to their beds. We all know the effects of prolonged non-mobility and the importance of early intervention of physical and respiratory therapies for this patient population. How to provide early intervention to get patients moving that may have difficulty tolerating exercise. Eccentric-based physical therapy exercise provide a safe and effective delivery method for patients that have suffered the effects of compromised cardiorespiratory systems. Let's review the benefits of eccentric exercise treatments. Your patients will use up to 80% less oxygen when compared to traditional concentric exercise. With eccentric exercise, patients will be able to generate, on average, 30% higher forces than traditional concentric exercise. As a result, patients will be able to exercise for a longer period of time at a higher force, achieving better outcomes in a shorter period of time, improving mobility, balance, and stamina. Your BTE system will deliver the effective and appropriate level of eccentric exercise, individualized dosing levels, duration time, and progression of patients through care continuum. Let's take a look at one of those systems that you may already own, the Eccentron.
Hi, I'm Colleen from BTE's Therapy Spark. You may have heard the American Physical Therapy Association recently called on all PTs to focus on respiratory patients during the COVID-19 outbreak. With ventilators in short supply, PTs have an essential role to play. Those who have suffered from this virus will need therapy services, especially after spending a lot of time in bed and not getting adequate exercise. So today, I'm going to show you how to use your Eccentron for patients who are recovering from a period of deconditioning or with certain respiratory conditions. Let's start by looking at the treatment flowchart. This is like a formula for safely and effectively advancing your patient through the treatment program. In order to get to the next round of treatment, the patient must achieve an average of at least 70% on target during that session. If they do, the system automatically increases the work goal for the next session. Let's do the first quick assessment to figure out the appropriate dosing. You should do this for each individual patient so that they get the dosing that's specific to them. We'll be able to see which side is weaker, and the system will automatically use that value to set the target force. Sometimes patients need help understanding that this is an eccentric resistance movement, not a leg press. So to help, I can simply apply pressure to the top of each foot of the engaged leg. You can also tell the patient to try to slow the pedals down or resist as they move towards you. They need to give their best effort on both sides during the dosing. Now that you're done with the assessment, you'll see a number on the screen. That's the target force, or 50% of the weakest leg strength. Most patients don't realize this, but they can usually resist more than half their body weight with just one leg. Since people are about 30% stronger eccentrically than concentrically, your patient can probably produce a much higher force than they think. Now you're ready to start a treatment round. The idea is the exact same as the assessment, but this time they don't need to give maximum effort. They only need to apply enough controlled force to make sure the white line stops inside the yellow window. The white line represents the average force applied throughout the entire stride. By focusing on landing the white line in the yellow window, you are also teaching control while strengthening. Most people do it too hard at first. Remember, the goal is not to give a high force, but a controlled force, since the patient is going to be doing a lot of reps. After each session, you can show the patient their report. Most people find it really helpful to see their performance, and it helps them stay engaged with your program. The pink line shows the target force of the left leg, and the purple line shows the right. The closer these two lines are to each other, the more symmetrical and controlled the force. These numbers here on the bottom represent the percentages of each leg achieving the target force. The one in the middle is the average, and that's used to determine whether you advance to the next session level. Finally, most patients are really impressed when you show them the number of reps they completed at that target force. Here you can see 68 reps were done at 122 pounds and 103 pounds per leg. That's usually a lot more than most people expect, and that helps build their confidence. After a few rounds of treatment, you can show them their overall progress report. You'll see the average force of both the right and left leg, as well as the percentage change in each leg between sessions. Since people are stronger with eccentric exercise and they can use a higher force, they will likely do significantly more work than with concentric exercise. And the best part is, this places 80% less strain on the cardiorespiratory system. Your Eccentron is a powerful tool for rehabbing the lower extremities with a wide range of patients. Because it's a closed-chain, eccentric-only system, it places minimal strain on the joints and requires very little cardio output from the patient, making it ideal for strengthening those who are deconditioned or recovering from respiratory conditions.
I hope you found this beneficial for your patients. At BT, our mission is to help you provide better outcomes. Just like you, we're creating more and more digital connections with our rehab community. So I'm inviting you to share your own rehab success stories with us, or creative solutions you have discovered with your BT equipment. Connect with us on social media at BT Tech, or email us at interact@btetechnologies.com. And check out our blog, Therapy Spark, for articles, ebooks, and videos by rehab professionals like you. Thank you.